These people don't give a shit.
He's giving them the business.
All the man is out on the field. He's going to go into the end zone. He got it.
Goes Davis.
Oh my God.
Davis is going to run it all the way back.
He's down the field. It's going to be to the goal line. It's going to be gone. It's a touchdown. And the Gators have won the game.
50 to the 40. Herbert Whitfield to the 30, to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown FSU.
What's up, College Football Extravaganza listeners? This is Week 4 College Football Extravaganza 2025. I'm Robert. That's Logan. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. We're down a host today.
Mm-hmm.
He's being questioned by the FBI right now, but he will be back for next week, hopefully.
Yeah, they snagged him after. I mean, he needs his nap. He
That
needs
is
his
true.
nap. I don't know
That
what
is
they're
true.
thinking. He's gonna be moody.
He's going to be pissed.
He's going to be very moody. But yeah, no, we had a little college football extravaganza field trip.
Yes,
little,
sir.
Little bonding weekend.
It was a good time, man.
It was a great time. We had Trevor and Blake. Got to meet. I think I've met Blake before, but only a
Yeah.
couple times. I met Trevor a few more times. You've got my cooler, buddy. Balls in your court, I guess. So lost the game and got the cooler. But I mean, I don't know. It was a great time.
It was a good trip. The game was exciting for an LSU fan to watch. Probably deflating for a Gator fan to watch.
Well, it was. If we want to go ahead and get into it, because that's going to be the meat of what we're going to talk about in
We
the
were
recap.
there,
Yeah,
so.
we were there. I mean, overall, the atmosphere was great. So the thing that messed me up, I think, was those two gas station Delta 9 drinks.
Oh, really?
It didn't mess me up, but I got a bad headache afterwards.
You got to be careful with the hemp-derived THC.
Right.
Sometimes it's just wacky.
Yeah, but so it was fine. It was fine, and so let's just take them through.
Yeah, chronological.
Yeah, so the drive down there was great.
Fun.
We bonded. Got there at like 3 a.m. Trevor lets us in. He's in the middle of watching American Psycho.
We finished American Psycho.
I didn't. I did. I went to bed.
I ate gumbo and watched the second half of American Psycho.
Thank you for that That gumbo was
I love cooking.
awesome.
Not a thing.
Two nights in a row that gumbo was.
It gets better with time,
Good.
too.
Yeah.
It just marinates.
Yeah, I think I burnt my tongue. My tongue is like. I think I burned my tongue on it.
Try to eat it too quick.
Yeah. So we got up, watched game day,
Yeah.
prepping. I did a couple shots with the boys. You remained sober. Good job.
Yeah. The rumple breakfast was tempting, I will say. But
yeah. You got to brush your teeth with a little rumple on a Saturday morning. And then I think we left around 11:30, right?
Yep.
11:30 or 12.
Yeah, we got to the tailgate about 1:30.
Yeah. Found some parking. And chat, let me know if the music is messing up. Sometimes on the phones it messes it up. Listening, but I think it's good background music, so let us know there. But anyway, we found parking near the stadium,
Yep.
and pretty much did like a walk around the campus. We went to a tailgate, sponsored tailgate. Won't mention the company's name,
Better not.
but it was one of the guys we were with. Companies, they had some okay jambalaya.
It wasn't. I realized what was going on. They had all the seasoning down on one table, and we were just ignoring that because
Right.
we were expecting it to be seasoned. But I
Right.
guess some people are like, allergic to salt.
Yeah, no, I think it just needed more salt.
Yeah, it was well cooked though.
Right. But that's when we pounded the Delta 9 drinks.
Yes.
And we said, okay, you're pounding them, I'm pounding them. That's good. We were watching Alabama beat up on Wisconsin a little bit.
That was fun.
Yeah,
That was fun.
Alabama beat up on Wisconsin.
What do you expect?
There was another game on it. I think it was the Georgia Tech Clemson game.
That was on when we walked over to like a frat bar.
Right.
It's like a bar ran by a bunch of frat guys. It was actually very well managed.
So that was the next step. And yeah, talk about that.
So-
I'll try
so
and get
we-
this clip up.
Everyone got nice and sauced up, and we walked over to Murphy's, which is a frat bar, and they have they got a lot going on at Murphy's. It's basically a frat house that's a bar, and there wasn't anyone over the age of 25 running that show. But I will say I was extremely impressed by how well ran it was. Now there was a lot of debauchery. That we met a monkey.
Sorry. As soon as I got there,
Literally at the line to show your ID. We see on the balcony. Oh, we'll get to that.
Oh yeah. Well, oh, sorry, I clicked on it. Yeah, just keep teeing them up. So whenever whenever I was down at the line to get in this place on the top floor, as you can see. Well, you're about to see. I'll show you. There was a bunch of frat guys
And a monkey and a Tyrann Mathieu jersey, which I will say you could have picked any animal.
Yeah,
Interesting choice.
it's the Murphy monkey.
Yeah, that makes more sense. But
It's the Murphy's monkey. But this monkey is. Oh, hang on. Let me go back. We're gonna need some sound for this because it's
this is a real treat for you guys, man. Just bear with us here. This is worth it.
It's funny because I just thought it was a random guy in a monkey suit and not anything, but the reveal is even better. So if you can see, there's frat guys standing up top there with the monkey, and I'll go ahead and play it. And the monkey takes his tail and he was doing that. I only got 2 pumps. I only got 2 pumps out of that one.
He was stroking.
He was stroking.
He was straight stroking.
But this is the evidence that I'm not lying. That monkey.
The monkey was stroking the fence. The monkey was jerking it.
And this is peak when I was like,
Oh yeah. No, I looked in Rob's eyes and I was like, oof.
I was feeling like I shouldn't be in a crowded place.
He was feeling like he shouldn't be in an LSU frat bar with a Florida Gators jersey on.
Right.
He was a little vulnerable in that moment.
Right. And I did try to go like talk to the monkey. I was like, I wanna go talk to this monkey. I want to get an interview.
Of course.
And then you were like, all right, let's do it. So you helped me work up the courage.
Yeah.
Because
we had to go upstairs. Now downstairs is where the main bar was. Upstairs was where everyone was getting, a little crazy. And me and Rob braved the stairs. We go upstairs where all the frat guys are with the monkey.
Yeah, it seems like the frat owns the bar. Basically.
It was like, I gotta say, it was extremely well managed. They were very diligent about IDs. They were very good. But it was ran by the frat.
Yeah, so we go up there to try and look for the monkey, and the other guys were like, I don't know, you just missed him. He went out that door. And so we turn around, we start watching the Georgia Tech game and looking at the bar. Well, the monkey walks out from behind the back of the house into the bar.
We realize it's an inside job.
He works there. The monkey works at the bar. And then he starts putting his tail as his dick again and starts jerking it off all over the bar, all over customers and whatnot.
The monkey was camera shy, too, though. Every time I went to film the monkey, it was like he was scared. I don't think he was supposed to be jerking off.
I don't think he's supposed to be jerking off.
I don't think
either.
the dean would be very happy.
I'm just glad he didn't throw poop at us. But but anyway, we finally caught him going outside. There was like a downstairs exit. And I went up to him and I was like, I forgot what I said to him. It was something like, "Hey, is this the outdoor area?"
Yeah, something innocuous.
Yeah, but like kind of tongue in cheek, just because he was like jerking his dick off on me and like saying "fuck you."
Meanwhile, everyone is coming up to Rob and they're like, "Fuck you!"
Yeah, dude, they're all in my face.
But then immediately they'd be like, "What's your name, bro? Where are you from?"
Dapping me up.
It was cool.
It was fine, but the monkey. So here's when I just didn't want any part of the monkey. So I say that to him, and he's got the exit door to the outside part, and he looks at me, and he just goes, like in his shame. He's like, "Why are you wearing that jersey?" He didn't say that, but that's what it is. Yeah. And then he took the door, and he just goes, "Blam, blam."
Into like a metal
blam, blam.
fence post. Like he's just slamming it into a metal pole. Like it's so loud. It was the most funny like disrespect I've ever seen. It was great.
And so I calmly backed away from the monkey.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at Logan and said, I don't like his energy.
No, Rob was feeling some vibes from the monkey. Rob was high at this point.
Allegedly.
Rob was in there.
I was legally high.
Legally. It was, it's hemp derived.
Hemp derived.
But still, Rob was feeling it, and I could tell he was a scared little jelly. So we made our way. Rob was feeling soft, so we made our way out because we wanted to.
I was feeling soft as baby butter, dude. It was insane how soft I was feeling in there.
I could tell you were like really scared of the frat guys in that bar because you were like everything was hitting you at once.
Well, I'm just aware of my surroundings.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna fight. and like I'm gonna lose here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they all would have jumped in.
Yeah, yeah, it would have been a beatdown, but not else you can do. Oh, okay, and not else you can do. I mean, it was from the very beginning. I was not feeling cool.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna pour a drink on me from the top balcony.
It really looked like it was gonna be that.
And I had to put my wallet back in, and then I threw all my debit and credit cards
Yeah,
everywhere.
He gave the lady his wallet, and he's freaking out trying to run up these stairs, and the cards just go everywhere.
And I was like, fuck, I'm stoned. I can't do anything about it. Stupid. And then we went, they were taking too long to leave, so we went to the Tiger Walk.
Yeah.
Well, we checked out the band, had some Gator Nuggets. These guys invited us to their tailgate.
Very kind.
Shout out.
Very kind.
Thank you, guys.
Don't know who you were, but you were very kind to a Florida fan.
Yep. And then we sat in the stadium for like almost an hour and a half.
Yeah, it was probably close. Yeah, hour and a half, but it wasn't that bad. We got some lemonades, got some Dippin' Dots.
Yeah, we were only hydrated due to Frosties or whatever the
Kona
fuck.
Ice,
Kona
bro.
Ice is.
We probably ate 13 Kona Ices combined. Like,
$6. That was the best deal.
It was cheaper than water
Yeah.
at the stadium,
Absolutely insane.
and the line was shorter. So what are you gonna do?
Shout out to your brother.
Yes, shout out to Shorter. They lost 20-49 to UWF, but Lucas got in. He had a great run block. I could have brought the clip. But
Yeah.
I'm a bad brother.
No, you're good. Speaking of the game, though, congratulations, LSU. You guys got first takeaway, that you have now that a couple days have gone by, and you've gotten to see some things not, live.
Yeah. Not good. Not good. I do not feel good.
So you think you kind of just like both teams are walking away going,
Yeah.
hey.
Well, Florida is in a much tougher spot, like right now, obviously. But LSU, the offense is not popping. We have and it's not a talent. It's clearly not a talent issue. I think, now that I've watched more film, I think what it is they're not letting Nuss. They've got a leash on Nuss. And I think he's scared to throw. I think he's scared to throw like interceptions. He seems to be more worried about his touchdown to interception ratio this year. And it's kind of affecting his ability to get it downfield. Last year you would have definitely called Garrett Nussmeier a gunslinger. He was slinging that thing. Sling it downfield, and then on a third down, we miss it because there was wide open, guys in the flat that could have got the first down. But it feels like the exact opposite this year, where we just keep hitting the flats, keep hitting the really short slants, which is the one thing that is working on our offense.
Y'all are killing it on the slants early on.
Aaron Anderson will never not be open in the middle of the field, I swear. Even on every play, even if they don't throw it to him, Aaron Anderson is always there somewhere. He's an open machine.
And so also on the defensive side, Whit Weeks went out first drive.
That's a bummer, but the guy, what's his name? I'm blanking right now. The guy that replaced him had the highest PFF grade on the team.
Okay.
So that is as far as defense goes, I have really no worries. I mean, I get that DJ was kind of beating himself, but you don't pick a guy off 5 times with a bad defense. I don't care what he's doing. You know what I mean? You're doing something right. Also, the fact that LSU has like the next man up mentality. Some guy got put in. He was not expecting to play. Definitely not that early in the game, and he came in and fucking killed it, dude. So that's one thing. The defense is probably very deep, and it seems to be locked in.
Yeah.
And the offense has a crazy depth of talent as far as like the talent pool goes, but it's just not zinging and popping.
Yeah. I guess we could go ahead and play this clip because this is kind of what Brian Kelly had to say about it. And on one side of the coin, it's like maybe you should be more creative on offense, but on the other side, it's like you're looking at the rest of your schedule, and this guy cannot stop throwing picks. Why am I, as an offensive coordinator or a head coach, going to unleash the whole playbook
That is
for
true.
everyone to see? So this was immediately after the game, after the win.
Yeah.
And he has since apologized. Today he apologized in the presser, but that's mild. This is wild. So we're going to show you all this.
Immediate post-game sessions, but what are you seeing with your offense?
Stop. Really? Is that the first question? We won the game 20-10. Try another question. What do you want me to tell you? I just laid it out for you. We played the game to win the game. We played the game to win the game.
All right. How about third down then? What is going on with third down?
Well,
You guys
it's one game. Last game, we were great on third down. You're looking at this from the wrong perspective. LSU won the football game. Won the game. I don't know what you want from me. What do you want? You want us to win 70-0 against Florida to keep you happy?
No, I think people want to know why you can't run the ball, quite honestly.
We can run the ball.
Why can't
Did
you
you
run
see
the
the
ball?
last play of the game? That's all you need. You just need one. There's a ridiculous questions. And I'm getting tired of it.
Question.
That football team just worked their tail off to get an SEC win, and you want to know what's wrong. You know what? You're spoiled. You're spoiled. This team is 17-1 at night. 17-1. Give them some respect. How about that? Give them some respect instead of micro-analyzing every little thing. This is ridiculous. For a group of seasoned reporters, that kind of question.
So immediately after the game, and only seeing what and hearing what we saw in the stadium,
Yeah.
I was like, this is a bad reaction by BK.
I still think it's a bad reaction.
You still think it's a bad
I
reaction?
still think it's a bad reaction. He should understand that they're not running the ball well. He shouldn't. I don't know. And I get that. I think this is
I think Florida's defense is good though, and it's like,
yeah.
I don't know. He made. I think we had to go 90+ yards at least 2 or 3 times there in the second half. So I think he was playing field possession.
That is true, and it was working. But at the same time, it seems
They could pop off.
My problem with it is that I don't have a problem with of anything what he's saying, but you can tell he's overcompensating. He knows
Something's wrong.
He knows something's wrong, and
Yeah.
he's being like, admit it, dude. We're number 3 in the country. Like, that's okay to say, like, we got some things to work on. Like, you're in a good spot. You can still hope for some zing and pep. You don't have to act like you're perfect, you know? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't like the play to win I mean, obviously I like winning. Everyone likes winning. I don't like the philosophy of we are going to go with this and protect, the field position. Because what if Lagway didn't throw 3 interceptions in the second half? What if
that touchdown didn't get called back?
Right.
And it's a 3-point game.
and then they can kick a field goal
Yeah.
instead of
Exactly.
Lagway throwing that pick, maybe run the ball for a yard and then try and kick a 46
What
yarder.
if you put in your backup at halftime and he starts running around on us? Like you have
Right.
you put up your fucking points.
That's how I
that-
like to think.
That's what I think too. Football is someone can come score on you fast, dude.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that we stayed a lot of people headed out.
A lot of people left when
It was like 7 minutes in the game.
I think there was like 10 and y'all were only down 14.
Right.
But I mean, DJ had thrown like 3 picks at that point and a pick 6, but it's like I was turning to you and I was like, y'all could still come bite us in the ass. Like that's
I don't
not
don't
unreasonable.
leave games early like that. Even if
gotta be-
we're down bad, I like to see because you might miss something going on after the game. There was a fight almost towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
Florida getting chippy again. The players, they were very frustrated. They didn't even sing the alma mater. A couple of them hung around to try to sing the alma mater, but there's clips floating around. I won't go try and find them now of the players not hanging out after and singing the alma mater. So something's up in the locker room. It's not good if you're a Gator fan. Not looking good for the rest of the season, guys.
Have you heard any of the rumors about the team? Okay.
Yeah, not liking Lagway or
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
It's
know.
hard to say.
You can't tell.
Yeah.
Billy is very locked down when it comes to media being involved in practices and shit like that. He's very. I was listening to. Well, we were listening to High Top Sports on the way back,
Right.
and they said something that was surprising me, or maybe I was listening to him last night. But anyway, they said we never have a shot of our coaches in the press box. We've never seen a shot of our coaches in the press. You know how ESPN will
Interesting, yeah.
show coaches in the press box? I don't know why. Maybe they don't want to show who's calling plays or what's going on. But it's very hush-hush and locked down.
Yeah.
I think it should be. That's
Yeah.
a good way to do it.
Yeah.
That's
You're
how
a-
he's kept the locker
You're
room.
basically a paramilitary organization.
Yeah.
Like, that's what a football team
You're
is.
basically
bro.
Mossad. Dude.
No. No.
Ha!
No.
All right. We'll go. We'll stay with Mossad.
Keep it to the pigskin.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they don't like pork. So anyway, sorry. But anyway, this is a weird crossroads between libertarians and college football listeners, so that's fine.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I mean, as a Gator fan, I gotta wonder why. Yet again, we're not just running the ball. Give it to Jaden Baugh.
Yeah.
Give it to him 30 times a game. He had 10 carries. I think Justin said he had 7 receptions, so 17 touches in total. And then Jacoby comes in. I love Jacoby. I'm a Jacoby guy, but Jaden Ball was hot, and
Yeah.
you got to keep him giving him a
That's
run.
how running backs work too. When someone's actively breaking tackles and making it through the line of scrimmage consistently, like you just stick with your guy. You know,
And you're down 10, and you got a whole quarter and a half. You can still run the
run
ball.
a normal off. Yeah, you're still running a normal offense, dude.
Yeah, and when the problem I had is, I think one of our drives, it was either late in the third quarter or early fourth quarter, took 7 minutes.
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
can't
We
do
were kind
that.
of wondering. Yeah, we were even sitting there in the stands wondering what was going on. I remember that.
You can't. You just the time management. Billy's time
Does he
management
have
is terrible.
a history of poor time management?
Yeah, he does. And then we had another illegal substitution penalty
Well,
coming out of the TV timeout.
That's crazy.
It's
That was crazy.
It's a staple. You can't have a Billy Napier game without having a mistake like that.
That's such a simple mistake that it's weird that he makes it consistently. I mean, it's like he's in a negative thought loop or something.
No.
What do we-
WV, I'm not gonna read the whole username. Says Brian Kelly likes to get mad.
He does.
He
You know
does.
what? He does. I think he has a very medium penis, and he likes to he likes to show that he's a tough guy.
You know what I thought was funny in the and very fitting in the SEC Storied or whatever on Netflix.
I need to watch that.
If you haven't watched it, so spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, it follows some of the coaches around,
Mhm.
and it follows Brian Kelly around, and he's like opening up a fancy wine bottle in this nice house for his family dinner and stuff, and his dad was talking.
Medium penis activity.
Yeah, it was definitely medium penis activity because like he was talking to his dad. They had Ole Miss coming up, and his dad was like, "Think Ole Miss might get y'all," and Brian Kelly was like, "Thanks, Dad."
That explains a lot.
yeah,
dude.
yeah, just trying to impress him. Read my username, you a-hole. Yeah, not with that attitude. You can call in if you want. Tell
Yeah,
us who you
call
like.
in.
Yeah, you got the number down there.
I will say, I saw something a very funny tweet about how Brian Kelly's probably just mad that we all found out he killed that kid or whatever. Have you heard about that?
No,
It's like a big meme right now. Brian Kelly killed a kid.
allegedly.
No, not alleged. It was civil case. He killed a kid. It was Notre Dame used to have like these big like what are the construction used in construction to get up scaffolding.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
had scaffolding for like film guys, and the wind was crazy, and they were like, "Hey, we advise we're not sending our camera guys up there." And he was like, "You're getting your ass up there." Thing toppled over, kid died. He got sued in like a civil case.
Damn, he had to pay a bunch of money, huh? Damn.
So now everyone's bringing it back up now.
I mean, you got to coach them on the balance first. You can't just send them up there without coaching them up on the balance.
You need a good escape plan too, like a good place to jump.
Yeah.
Put it
Right.
by a body of water.
Yeah, in the bush. So Brian Kelly, I mean, obviously he likes to get mad, but I think he's also just kind of a weird guy.
Yeah, he's a northeastern guy living in Baton Rouge. He's probably got a little bit of like, he's out of place. I don't think he's a bad coach. Like
I think he's
like,
a good coach.
Yeah, I like him as a coach, but as a person, I think he's not a great like personality fit.
I will say, so just positive things before we move on. LSU's O-line held the Gators.
Fire.
Phenomenal O-line, way better than last year. I think we had 7 sacks on us last year with a lot of the same guys.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the same guys on y'all side, a lot of the
Yeah.
same guys on our side. We're not able to sack them at all this time around. I think they rushed 4 most of the game from what I remember. It's hard to tell without going back and watching.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But handled it well. Anytime there was a blitz,
D-line
they
was
picked them up.
shifting a lot too. I did notice that. And
Yeah.
I didn't do anything for you.
No. It's a lot of eye candy on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Especially offense. A lot of eye candy. just to do some, a lot of screens. Maybe too many screens. Some might say throw the ball down the field. That's how you get yards. You need to get yards in this game. It was working. It was working.
Yeah.
At first.
Yeah.
But then they catch on. I mean, you guys were sending corner blitzes off the side, and there was always a halfback swing route to counter. We got y'all on that a couple of times.
Y'all could have used it more, but DJ was like, he was late to hit the halfback swing route a lot. He should have just committed to it. Instead, he would let the guy go all the way and just stand on the sideline instead of just committing to the swing. We got another.
No, this guy's going crazy. He's funny. He says he called the number earlier and he got a Domino's pizza or some shit.
Oh, fire.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, and also, getting high and watching a football game is fucking awesome. I highly recommend it.
Pretty sick.
Yeah. But anyway, I mean, final thoughts.
On the LSU game, man, final thoughts, letting us sling the fucking rock.
Yeah.
I really think that's the main problem. I don't think it's a scheme issue. It's definitely not a talent issue. He's got people to throw to. It feels like they're trying to protect his stats right now. And I want to see him get out of the Heisman race completely, just so that he'll just fucking sling it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a lot of it, too. He might still have hope for being a fucking Heisman or a finalist.
He could. Oh, and by the way, Fred's was fun after the game. Fred's was fun.
Go to Fred's if you get the chance, man. That was a game day tradition. Do we want to talk about?
Yeah, talk about it.
Okay, so we leave. What we want to talk about? What happened after Fred's?
Yeah. Oh, okay. yeah. Good shit. We're not done with this game yet.
So Fred's was a fun time. It's where every like student. It's like a tradition. You go there after every night game. The cover to get in, you got to buy it at like 7 a.m. that day on an app because you just won't get in if you don't. It's insanely packed. They call it the Great Migration. You just follow the crowd of everyone going on the mile walk to Fred's. Great time, great band. They played some Rage Against the Machine. It was awesome.
Some alt and punk rock.
They ended with like a
heavy metal breakdown.
It was like a hardcore song, and then they ended with like a breakdown, like a death breakdown. It was nasty, dude. It was awesome. Rob was dancing. It was cute. There was an Indian guy making out with a fat girl. That was fire. That was one of the funniest things I've ever.
That's
seen.
whenever
That
I was
great.
dancing.
Yeah,
I was dancing in front.
You were
of them.
dancing in front of them.
Yeah,
that was a great moment. But we leave Fred's. We stop at a Circle K to get some waters and some snacks to go with the gumbo for that evening. And there's like these porta potties that everyone's using outside. And two like frat guys walk up, and one of them was pretty drunk. He was doing a thing where you'd look at him and his eyes would shift. You're like, okay, you're intoxicated.
He was stumbling and bumbling.
No, his other friend, the guy helping him was drunk. His other friend was probably the drunkest person I've ever seen standing.
Yeah.
Like it was insane. It was actually very impressive. Like how you could just tell he was beyond blackout. It was insane. Anyways, he goes in, he's very nice. I give him some Doritos. He hugs Rob because he was actually shorter than Rob, believe it or not.
He was.
But he was
a black man also.
They were two black guys, but they were frat guys.
Black frat.
Frat guys. They weren't
Yeah.
like black guys. Well,
No.
fuck. That sounds
Not a real black guy, if you ask me.
If you don't, they did not vote for Joe Biden.
No.
But
No.
But the really drunk one goes into the porta potty and he comes out, dick and balls in hand, swinging them around. And there was a cop probably not even 30 feet away in the Circle K watching the line. And so his friend starts like grabbing his penis, trying to
dip it back in, dude. What a good friend.
There's women there, and it was really weird. And his friend eventually just kind of pushed him into the ditch. Did you see that?
No,
he just,
no.
like pushed him into the grass, and he was like,
No, so from my perspective, the guy was drunk, and you offered up some Doritos as a
sobering.
Try to get something in his stomach.
Something in there.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple Doritos wouldn't help this guy, but
No.
I was trying.
No, we fed him some Doritos. I was like, all right, so they're cool. I go into the porta potty to take a piss, and then as I'm wrapping up my piss, all I hear is, "Oh, his dick's out," or like something like that. And I'm like, "Oh shit!" I'm looking around, and like everyone's like looking pissed and immediately starting to walk away.
Yes.
And I just went with you guys.
Yeah, we kind of booked it, and I was looking back because he didn't seem like a bad guy at all. he seemed like he was legitimately so poisoned with alcohol that he was just doing that. And I didn't want to see him get arrested, but yeah, his friend did like pull him into the ditch and just made him lay there.
Yeah,
So that was a good
bad.
move.
Yeah, and then last thing on the way back, we did
Yeah.
hear someone talk about how they had their grilled cheese roofied.
It was
and that
very funny. We're walking, we just hear in the distance, someone, I think they roofied my grilled cheese.
which is hilarious.
It was very good. You had
Which
to
is
be
hilarious.
there.
Oh, thanks, Ronan Jack. He has gifted 5 Real Swampcast memberships.
Man, look at this guy.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Ronan. It looks like Grumpy Gnome got a membership.
Man.
Froze Bing Goblins got a membership. Rich Clark got a membership. And John Windshire got a membership.
That is too
Congratulations,
funny.
everyone.
That is awesome.
The Sunday shows are uncensored.
That's what's up.
Yep. All right. So enough about that. The game of the week for us last week was Tennessee and Georgia. And, man, I think it lived up to the hype. We didn't get to watch it because we were in the stadium. But Tennessee, from what I saw, man, y'all had them. Y'all had them dead to rights.
Literally, you had to kick a field goal,
And you missed it.
and you missed it because of a false start. Did you know that they false started on
Yeah.
the first play?
Yeah. Yeah, because you got this app.
Yeah.
You keep telling us
Yeah,
about it. It's
use
good. I
our-
need to get it.
Real Sports, it is way better than the ESPN app. The only thing they don't have right now is like news coverage. Once they get that, it's over for the ESPN app. I
Yeah.
promise.
So we're not going to go over too much of week 3 recap because we were like we just said that was the main
Mm-hmm.
recap for us. We went to the game, and when you're at the game, you're not really paying attention to a whole lot.
It was hard.
Yeah. So one game we did watch was Georgia Tech Clemson, and man, I got to tell you, I hear a lot of people talking about Lane Kiffin needs to come to Gainesville, and Lane Kiffin is my number 1 pick if we had a guy.
I don't know, dude.
His son's a Florida fan. I think he's got a relationship, either his ex-wife or his wife or his baby mama's in Florida too. So there's something that could be worked out there. But if you can't get him, and this guy might also be not gettable. I like Brent Key. I like his attitude towards just working hard and building up. I like his culture. Like you talk about, Billy has a nice culture. Well, we spit on guys.
Yeah, Billy does not.
We fight.
Argue,
We're
I will
chippy.
argue Billy does not have a nice culture, and Florida has been lacking a good culture probably since Tim Tebow.
Yeah, I like the. Well, he did. We did. Not,
Really?
yeah.
I don't
Well,
know. I was a young
we
man
had
then.
murderers on the team.
That is true. But Tim kept everyone in check.
The culture.
Culture,
no,
baby.
dude. No, yeah. I guess they just paid off the police department and attorneys. That's what they did. I mean, you talk about good culture. To me, it's like I like the chippiness. I like having a chip on your shoulder and maybe pushing back and causing a little scuffle. But when you're spitting on dudes, you're getting undisciplined penalties, shit like that. That's just poor. Poor
The
discipline.
fact of the matter is, if you made it to be a D1 football player, you're not soft. I'm not worried about you getting pushed around and being a bitch. A coach should be working on softening player. You
Yeah.
pretty much never need to keep a team tough.
Billy Tugg says picks or it didn't happen. I think he's talking about the grilled cheese.
I think he's
or
talking
the
about
guy's drunk
frat
penis
house.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's talking about that.
Yeah, there were no pictures
No
there.
pics of that.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's not a video
Somewhere.
of it on maybe LSU Barstool or something.
He had a good dick on him, I will say. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't the worst penis.
Oh man, that's funny. That didn't even work. All right. Anyway, Georgia Tech, and this was perfect execution. We were watching it. The kicker, you were like, this kicker looks like he's like a head case.
He was freaking out.
He was freaking out, and that's because they didn't call a timeout to set this up.
No.
They ran a play.
There was probably 15 seconds on the clock
Yeah.
when the offense was leaving the field.
Yeah, they ran a play. How did it taste? That's a good one, Ricky. They ran a play, set it up, let the time run down, and they just ran the special teams on there. Didn't even let them think about it. And I got to wonder if that's the best way to do it.
It might be.
Yeah.
I don't know, because if you think about ice, it's like the opposite of icing a kicker. You don't even give him time to think about it,
Yeah, I think he's Mexican, so they didn't want to ice him, right?
Very good.
That was
Rob.
dumb. But I had to test my soundboard, so there you go.
There we go.
All right. So Georgia Tech beats Clemson. I was this close to locking it in. I
Yeah.
did not lock it in. I should have. Would have had. I think
I don't know why I
that would have
didn't.
put me over there. What's up?
Because I picked them on College Pick'em. I should have locked them too.
Right. Well, I think Justin talked me out of it because he said Haynes King was questionable.
Justin's very sound, like knowledgeable takes are starting to like not be very good. If you go back, I do want to brag on myself for a second. If we go back, I need to go find these clips because I
watched like most of the last 2 episodes
Oh,
too.
really?
So yeah.
I need to go to the first one or two. Not a lag. I was like, I don't know what people see in Lagway to be ranking him this high preseason.
He's night and day different this year though. Like from last year, he's like night and day. He's like
Yeah.
way worse.
Yeah. What do you talk about that? What do you credit that to?
His injuries in the offseason, not
just-
getting to
He
play.
couldn't get the reps in.
Yeah, and then just the poor. I mean, if the defense knows the 1 of 7 plays that we run,
That is a thing.
and I think they tried to get him to get the ball out quick, but there's no double moves, and so the
Yep.
defense knows the routes.
Yep.
And LSU picked him off 5 times because they were watching his eyes, and
Literally.
they saw who he looked at, and he's a 1 to 2 read guy right now. So they committed and they got the picks.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
We watched Harold Perkins just watch him the whole time, come off the edge, swat the ball away because he knew what. I think Harold Perkins literally knew where he was about to throw
Yeah.
the ball.
Well, they know the plays, and they can read his eyes, and they're only running short routes, and he's throwing off balance. But then also, y'all even said this, like on Saturday night, there could have been 2 more picks. He
Easily.
could have thrown 7 interceptions, guys.
Yeah.
He could have thrown 7 picks. So yeah, I think that's what it is. If
I
you go
think,
look at the
too,
film, he's flat. He's like
did y'all run this
unbalanced.
many like cutesy plays last year with like the screens and all that? Because I think.
oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, this is Billy's offense. It's the same. We've been seeing it for the last 4 years. He likes to do, and he does variations of it. He changes things up here and there.
Because I was gonna say, I don't know. I feel like the same thing with Lenore Sellers. Not really. I know he just got concussed, but he also wasn't like doing anything that crazy. Sometimes with players that athletically gifted, you should just let him be the big kid with the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Let him run around with the ball and like throw. Like that's probably what DJ was doing in high school, and that's probably what he's most comfortable doing. Don't worry about like, I don't know.
He ad libs great.
Yeah,
He ad-libs
That's what
great.
when the play broke down, he was honestly his best when he was running around and when he was making the crazy on the run throws. He's on the money to a receiver 30 yards downfield, but
Yep.
it's almost like he's just they'd be better off with some random white kid system quarterback that can't run around right now. That's just like boom, dump it off because DJ. He's very talented, obviously, but you just need to let him run around, be the dude.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he needs a little fire in his step. I think they need to start, maybe not start Tramel Jones next game, but if we start to see DJ do like he did against LSU, he needs to get set and need to bring the other guy in and just give it a look for a few drives. And if he's doing good, say, man, you're out. Spurrier did that with Jesse Palmer and Shane Matthews, man. Like the 2 quarterback system is there for a reason.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And one game, one guy's got the hot hand, one game, the other guy's got the hot hand. I'll tell you, if Graham Mertz, like you're talking about, if Graham Mertz was here this year, I think we have a better record.
Yeah.
Yeah. But back to the other games. Vandy with a big win over South Carolina. You mentioned Lenora Sellers. They concussed them and beat them 31-7, I think was the final score there.
When did Lenore Sellers get concussed? Let's figure.
Yeah,
that
see if you
out.
can figure that out.
Pavia.
Pavia, Theo Vaughn is trying to date Pavia's mother. Did you see that?
Yeah,
That's,
that is
funny.
That's good stuff. He probably will end up bagging that.
Yeah.
Lenore Sellers, he only threw 7 passes, and he was 6 for 7 on 94 yards, but he did throw an interception. He had 3 carries. So he got to play like he probably didn't even make it a quarter, honestly. Their other quarterback did not do good either.
I mean, Vandy's legit, right?
Clearly.
And another coach who would be on my dream list of coaches, Clark Lee.
Mm-hmm.
I would love. I mean, the culture he's building at Vanderbilt is great.
Obviously,
He's not leaving.
I don't think so either.
That's his alma mater. He's on a mission. I feel like he's on a mission.
You don't build Vandy into that
No.
and then leave.
Yeah.
Like it's too special.
And then Vandy is another one of the schools in the NIL era. It's like you're in Nashville, man. Like, you got the money, you got the alumni, you got all this. You just got to put together a football program.
Seriously, I mean they're there, and yeah, it's not hard to convince people to live in Nashville right now.
Fuck no, I'd love to live in
It's a
Nashville.
great city.
Be awesome. All right. Hey, you got anything else on Vandy?
Not really.
Not really. South Carolina. I mean, I don't know if Lenore Sellers is gonna be back
It's hard
this
to-
week,
yeah,
but that's gonna be tough.
It's hard to say anything about that Vandy game because Vandy put up 31 on South Carolina, but at the same time, Lenore Sellers played a quarter of football, so I don't know.
Yeah. So
And it was
probably
It was
demoralized.
close until Vandy kind of opened it up towards the end. It was only, oh my gosh. Let's see. First quarter, they were both at 7. Second quarter, Vandy scored again, and then in the
They just poured it on afterwards. Well, if you're not being able to, if you can't move the ball because your best player's out, you're gonna lose the
what are you gonna do? Yeah.
the possession game. You're gonna lose the field possession game is what I meant to say, and then they're just gonna run it down your throat.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? All right, moving on. A&M Notre Dame. You caught the very end of this on the walk to Fred's.
Yep.
We didn't catch much of it, but
Shout out Stream East.
I am surprised. We were high on Texas A&M coming into the season. Hopped off the bus a little bit.
Should have got back on the bus.
Should have got back on the bus. Now A&M goes in South Bend and gets the win.
And not only did they get the win, they put up 41 points.
41 points on a
Yeah.
good Notre Dame defense.
Yeah,
Or
and
so
Notre
we
Dame
thought.
didn't beat themselves in that game other than the fact that they missed the PAT,
Mhm.
botched snap. So, I don't know. That was a great game. I wish it could have gone into overtime, honestly. It sucks to see Notre Dame lose on a botched snap.
That's a
PAT.
rough one. Rough one for Notre Dame.
But A&M did get the last second go-ahead touchdown, too. So that says a lot. Like, A&M, they can put up the points, and then they have the heart to, like, win a close game. I'm scared. I'm still just as scared of A&M as I was before this
Pretty
season.
sure the people behind us were like, "That's Marcel Reed. That's your baby daddy."
Really?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I heard them say that because remember you were like, "Oh, Texas A&M scored," and they were watching you
Yeah.
like, you're like, "Spoiler alert."
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that game. Wish I could have watched it. Probably a great game, honestly.
Yeah, that's one thing I hate about going to games. You kind of miss
You kinda-
everything
you
else,
Sacrifice your day.
especially with doing this. But moving on, Miami USF. We told you guys last week. I think most of us were on the Miami's going to cover train there. We were right. Miami looks good.
USF was one of my locks.
They rolled. USF was one of your locks? Okay.
So
Oh, that's right. Yeah, not all of us.
I will say I didn't pick USF for any football reasons. I picked them because I had this image in my head of 10 years from now talking to my friends and being like, y'all remember when USF just went around and whooped everybody in Florida that one year? That was
Yeah.
crazy. Like, I just felt like the right story.
It was going to happen?
Yeah.
I just knew it wasn't after
Yeah.
watching the Florida USF film, and I was like, oh, our guys are wide open. DJ's missing it. Our guys are dropping the passes.
It's not like they scored a bunch of points on you.
No.
Looking back, it was a stupid pick. Miami is a serious football team this year.
Yeah.
Dude.
And I'm not taking anything from USF and Byron Brown. I think he's still a good quarterback, but just after watching that film,
I still think they could be the Group of 5 team to make the playoffs too. I mean, if they go win their conference,
yeah, after the
been-
Miami game, their schedule was pretty much wide
yeah.
open.
Like
So
if they win
could.
out, they're in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah. So they could be. I mean, they certainly have that win over Boise State if Boise State won out.
Yeah.
I don't know. We had UNLV beating UCLA the week before. They went on and won again this week, I believe. So UNLV making their argument and the fighting Dan Mullins
Yeah.
to say we're the Group of 5 team that needs to come be in the playoffs.
Their quarterback, they paid a lot of money for that guy. I think
Mhm.
I don't remember his name, but so they believe in him and they believe in their team. They're winning, so
Oh, crazy legs, Magoo.
Yeah, there we
Dude,
go.
I don't know. You wanted to talk about Arch Manning before we move on.
I feel like I'm this is another quarterback take that I'm going to be right on here. Arch is, I mean, I don't think he's terrible, and he's showing he's not terrible. But let me pull up the stats, and I also went back and watched the film. He's probably the 52nd best quarterback in the country or something. You know what I mean? He's probably just middle of the pack guy.
Isn't it crazy that DJ Lagway and Arch coming into the season, both in
a lot of
some
people had him 1 and 2.
1 and 2. A lot of people had him top 5, top 10. Now you're talking maybe like DJ's thrown more interceptions than most any quarterback in the country.
Well, at this point, he has to.
Yeah,
At this point, he's had to.
right.
There's only 3 games, and one of them he threw 5. There's
Yeah.
got to be an interception leader.
Yeah.
Arch went 11 for 25 with an interception against UTEP.
Mm.
That's with driving the Lamborghini. He did have a touchdown. Driving the Lamborghini, you don't want to see that, bro.
They did not cover, right? They did not cover?
No.
Yeah.
Let me look. Spread was 40.5. They did not cover. It was 27-10.
No, yeah.
UTEP is not great. They're not some great group of 5 team or anything. Arch Manning, he had 9 carries. How many yards? I can't see rushing yards, but I mean, I doubt it was anything crazy. He didn't have a rushing touchdown. 50 rushing yards.
Well, that's what he's got to do. He needs to use his legs.
He had 2 rushing touchdowns. I'm a retard.
Okay.
But still, 11 for 25 against UTEP. You're not the fucking Manning we were hyping up. Like, you know, like it's just you look at his throws, he doesn't have a good throwing motion. He doesn't have great zip on the ball. He's just a regular old quarterback.
I hope so. He's got to come to the swamp in a couple weeks, dude.
That's gonna be a real test because your defense is
because
real.
the Florida defense is real. So we'll see. We'll see if we can hold him. I think Florida has done a great job of bottling up quarterbacks at least. I think Florida defense has done a great job.
Yeah.
Most of the season.
Nuss couldn't throw it on you like crazy, and then no one's ran around on your ass too much. Like,
No.
I don't know, dude. 11 for 25.
Billy Napier said this in the presser today, and a bunch of people are giving him shit about it, saying we are like a dozen plays away from being dangerous. I was like, okay, but we're not right now, so don't say that. But also, at the same time, I know what he's saying. We're a few plays away from beating USF. And then, whatever that was on Saturday, you just have to fix the whole offense. Like, I don't know where you're getting a dozen plays against LSU. That was just a debacle. But anyway, we'll move on to our locks last week. So, last week, Justin went 2-3 in his locks. He had Oregon at minus 27.5. They did not cover. I also had Oregon at 27.5. He had Alabama. They covered. He had Pittsburgh. They did not cover. Eat shit, Pitt. Here's a controversial one. Me and him also had Ohio State at 30.5, but on the day of, we did 27.5. 27.5 won. 28.5 did not win. Or 28. I think it was 28.5 did not win. Justin called that, but nonetheless, on the day of the pod, we had 30.5, both lose. And he had Southern Miss, who did cover, and they beat Appalachia State. So, good job, Southern Miss.
That's a great pick, honestly.
Logan, you went 3-2. You had Tennessee, who covered but lost. Arkansas lost. But gave Ole Miss a run for their money.
Yeah.
Gave Ole Miss a run for money. You had Vandy. We talked about them. Vandy rolled. USF did not cover. And you had Arizona. So good pick there.
I like Zona, man.
Me too.
I like Zona. And I like, what's their quarterback's name?
Favia, yeah.
Favia or
So-
something.
Not Favia.
Falita? Something Falita, maybe?
Fafita.
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 No,
Fafita. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Arizona a lot, man.
Well, I think they were underdogs.
Yeah, they were, which was a stupid underdog. Everyone, I remember I was reading the comments because Real Sports has comments. I was reading the what conference are they in? Arizona,
They're in the Big 12.
Big 12. That's right. I remember I was reading the comments on this game, and everyone was confused with the line, and they were confused that it was on Friday as to why Arizona was not favored. Yeah, they were playing K-State, I'm stealing this from another podcast, but they stole it from another podcast, so I don't feel bad. They
Nothing new under the sun.
nothing new. Big 12 Media Day, they had a poll. They asked every coach what team was most likely to win the Big 12. You couldn't vote for yourself. K-State got the most answers by like 80%.
To win the Big 12.
To win the Big 12
Preseason?
preseason.
Oh, yeah, preseason. Yeah, everyone was on them.
It's very funny, and I think it's safe to say don't lose in Ireland, guys.
Yeah, because I liked Avery Johnson coming into
I did
this
too. He
year.
looked great last year. K-State in general looked great last year. They were a couple pieces away from being a little more of a playoff contender. And if they would have beat Tulane, they would have been in the playoffs more than likely.
I agree, and we looked at them, and they might go 10-2. It might be the 10-2 curse.
2-2.
So Florida 2-10. I keep doing that. I'm dyslexic as fuck, dude. But it's the Ireland curse. The curse.
Something, dude.
The 2-10
Fucking
curse.
mix.
Maybe Florida State wasn't bad that last year. They just got cursed.
I mean,
I'm just saying. Anyway, moving on to me. I already said I had Oregon. They lost. Ohio State. They did not cover the 30.5. I did have Arizona. I had Texas Tech at -24.5. They covered. And then I had Pitt. They did not cover. So I went 2-3, but I went 4-1 in the previous weeks. That brings me and you to 10-5 on the locks for the season. Pretty good. I'll take that.
I'll take it too.
Justin's got some catching up to do. He's at 6-9. Nice.
I love that Justin undeniably knows more about football than both of us combined, probably.
Oh, probably all sports.
Yeah. Easily, especially football and baseball. It's like he's too smart for his own good, though. You see this in fantasy football too, where it's like I spent all summer prepping, like getting ready. I love football. I love the NFL. And then I'm in my work league, and all the guys that auto drafted are kicking everyone's ass.
Fuck 'em.
It's like sometimes, dude, it's better to know less.
It is better to know less. That is true. It is true. All right. That brings us, and we'll move on to week 4.
Ooh, before I want to talk about one more thing. Colorado's
okay.
done, right? Colorado's like
yeah,
Deion's
dude.
done, right?
Yeah, I didn't get to see the game, so I don't know what happened. If you got any intel on
I
it,
did- I
because they
watched-
got whooped
They got
by
whooped.
Houston.
Houston, baby.
Houston.
They got whooped by Houston.
Sad.
They
dude.
lost at home to GT, which is like that's actually a pretty good loss.
That's a good loss.
27-20 now.
And then they won, and I thought they found their guy in MLK Schwab or whatever he was calling him. They were calling him MLK because he had a dream. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was a good clip. But I was like pumped up on
Yeah,
him.
they put up 31 on Delaware, which is like okay, but yeah, they lose to Houston 20-36, and
Oh, nice. I
They
think your
didn't
dad
score.
hopped into chat, dude. We got
yo,
the Beach Billy lifestyle. This is awesome.
fire. Shout out Pops.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, I think Deion's done though, man. Because if you look at any game that's not like a throwaway game, they're not going to be favored in it anymore. Let's look at their.
I can pull their schedule up too, so we can all be looking at it. But I mean, I'm there with you.
Wyoming's coming to kick that ass. I'm telling you. BYU probably going to come kick that ass. They got to go to TCU, who's looking pretty strong. Indiana.
Yeah, TCU's gonna whoop.
Illinois State comes to
Whoop,
their
whoop, whoop.
house, and then they got to go to Utah. Utah, you're not beating. Colorado's not beating Utah.
Not
this
at
year. Not
Utah.
happening.
Not this year.
Then
Not ever.
then Arizona comes to their house.
That's not a tough schedule.
Then they go to West Virginia,
Who surprised us this
who
week?
surprised us.
Obviously.
Arizona State comes to their house, and then they go to K-State, which would be hilarious if K-State loses all their games and then wins last game against Colorado. I don't know.
2-10. They have
me-
to. They have to.
Call me a racist. I've never liked Deion. Never thought he was a good coach.
But not because
No,
he's
it's
black or
not.
anything.
Obviously not. I'm joking, but I don't. There's like a certain seriousness that these other successful coaches have. They're like, you can see in Brian Kelly's face that he's tired. You know what I mean? You can see that he's tired from like working all the time. Deion is like
Probably because he drank all that wine, dude.
That might be
he's
it.
a wino.
you
He's
see
tired.
Nick Saban's face. He looks like he ages like a U.S. president. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Deion is, and I know he's dealt with some health stuff, and I hate to, like, I'm not like saying that's his fault at all, but he's never been. He's always been pretty focused on external things, you know.
Yeah. So that's the schedule, folks. That is not, dude. You might be right, man.
I think they're dead in the water.
That is West Virginia. Their last game, they end at West Virginia. No, Arizona State. Oh, and Kansas State. Okay. Yeah.
That's not a good Big 12 schedule, right? That's
Damn.
very good. You know what I mean? Like, that's a tough Big 12.
That is a tough Big 12 draw. Very tough Big 12 draw. I mean,
I don't
what
know.
happens to Dion if he does kind of shit the bed and they don't?
But here's the
they
thing
end up
too.
losing out
Here's
like
the
that.
thing too. Colorado's never been good historically, right? And so I feel like they could go 3-3 and whatever. They could win 4 games every
Mm-hmm.
year. If Dion's their head coach, they're probably gonna make more money like that than having a 6-6.
Well, that's how he
team,
found
you
him,
know?
right? That's how he
Yeah,
found him.
yeah.
They were decent in like the 90s. Other than that, I don't think like
Yeah.
before that.
They've been winning 4 to 6 games every year.
Yeah. So I feel like it is one of those places that should be good though, but you know, it's like with that schedule and with this team right now. I mean, obviously last year's team was Dion's. Like he put that together. He brought over his guys from the HBCU.
And they won 9 games.
Yeah, and he had his sons on the team. It's like that was his.
That was it, dude.
That was
He's
his
not
year.
gonna get a better team than that.
Yeah, or he's got to hit the transfer portal, and you know do what he needs to do.
But wouldn't this year have been? It's just
would've
that
been the
window's
year to
just
do it.
gonna wane.
Yeah.
It's gonna continue to wane. I just don't see how he could build a team that wins more than 9 games ever. But like I said, I think they might just keep him as long as he wants to stay because Colorado's getting more exposure and more money, even if they win 5 games with Dion as their head coach, than winning 7 with a nobody.
If they get to 5 or 6 wins with this schedule, though, I mean,
He'll stay.
that's good. I think they can get Wyoming. They can get
They get Wyoming.
They can get BYU, maybe. They can get West Virginia. Believe it or not, I think they can still get
I do
Arizona
too.
State.
I think they can get Arizona and Arizona State.
Yeah.
But
Well, I don't know. I don't know about Arizona. I need to watch Arizona a little bit more
right.
because I like Noah Fafita. Like we're
Yeah.
Noah Fafita guys.
That's it though. That's really all I know.
Yeah. Well,
Wildcats.
yep. Go Cats.
Okay, we can get into next week. I'm sorry. I kind of
No, you're good. No, you're good. That's it. Rip DJ Lagway. Thanks, Joey.
R.I.P.,
Thanks for
buddy.
tuning in.
R.I.P. DJ.
Before we get into week 4, if your mom's phone number turned into money, how much money would you have? Well, a good amount.
8,500,000.
Yeah, go ahead and read it out. Yeah. Trying to get you my mom's number, dude. Billy Tuggs, thanks for commenting, man. Hop in the chat more often. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. But moving on to week 4, picks and locks. We're gonna start off with our Thursday games. Let's see. I'm gonna throw this up here.
Buccaneers beat the Texans 20-19, by the way.
Buccaneers beat the Texans 20-19.
And this is I got to vent real quick, guys. This is the second week in a row that I've had the second most fantasy points in my home league and lost. What kind of luck is that, bro? My matchups have been putting up Avengers Endgame numbers. I put up 150 points and I lost.
That's insane.
That's
pretty
What
insane.
am I even doing, bro?
So you're like number 1 in points against, probably.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
easily. And I'm probably number 1 in total points.
Was this a family? This is
No,
a
this is Angelina's work.
Angelina's work league. Okay.
League. And it's like I'm probably number 1 in total points and 0-2.
Me and you play each other in the Swamp League.
Really?
Next week.
I sealed that win, so that's good. But
Sealed. You hear that, Swamp? He sealed the win. Who are you playing? Who are you playing this week?
someone with Dave Chappelle is their profile picture.
Oh, okay. And you have 2 black guys kissing.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
your picture.
Yeah, that's right. I love that pic.
Oh man! All right. Starting off on Thursday night. Sorry, since Justin's not here, we don't really care about this one.
Who cares?
All right.
Who gives a fuck?
And then we got
They almost lost to Monmouth last week, by the way.
Monmouth?
So Rice is probably gonna kick that ass.
Oh yeah, you're not eating rice this week. Rice eat
No,
you.
Rice is eating.
Rice eat you. Tulsa at Oklahoma State. And you know what? Tickets as low as $68. If you want to watch Tulsa go into Stillwater, Oklahoma, tickets as low as $6 on the Rice game. That's funny. If you want to go into Stillwater, Oklahoma, and watch Tulsa beat Oklahoma State, go ahead and do that. Oklahoma
Bro.
State's minus 13.5. I don't believe it. I don't believe that. I think I would take Tulsa.
I would too.
I would take
OK
Tulsa.
State is looking weak.
Yes.
It might be time. It might be Gundy.
to
Gundy
take an
season might be up.
administrative role.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. That's a good move for him. Let him be the GM. We see GMs now.
Mm-hmm.
Keep Gundy in the building, but maybe it's time to freshen things up.
He's done so much for the program. It's
I
like
know.
don't fire the don't
It's
do
like a Bobby Bowden situation.
Yeah, exactly what I was gonna say. Don't push him out with Jimbo. Like let him leave on his own accord.
Yeah.
But also, if you go like 2-10 or something like that,
You got to do something.
figure something out. Iowa at Rutgers.
I don't hate Rutgers, but Iowa's a strong team.
Yeah.
That line, I'm taking Iowa to cover. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would take Iowa
And I'll take
too.
the under. Take Iowa to cover and the under.
The under. So if you're new to the show, this was a thing from the first year we did it. Iowa unders is like a classic college football
Really?
extravaganza lock
Really?
that we love to do. Yeah,
That's funny.
and it's for obvious reasons. Iowa's always
They should just have the over under for every Iowa game be 20.
yeah.
You can't mess around with that.
And they do, and they did like a lot. Like it's not a joke. All right, first game. Some of you guys might have it as your game of the week.
I like that game.
Yeah, Texas Tech going to Salt Lake City, Utah, and facing the Utes.
I'm going Utah, man. I'm a big Utah guy at the moment.
Yeah, so
Oh,
this
okay, fire.
is it looks like Utah's favorite here. This is going to be we're going to learn a lot game here.
Yes.
We're going to learn a lot about Utah. We're going to learn a lot about Texas Tech.
Texas Tech spent I think they spent the most money in the portal this
In the
year.
Pirtle, yeah.
Yeah.
They spent the most money in the Pirtle. And it's been paying off. They're 3-0. So is Utah.
Utah has 2 top 10 left tackles.
Yeah.
They have a very good interior. They basically have an NFL practice squad at the offensive line. It's a retardedly good offensive line.
This is tough. I cannot lock this game in. Because, I'm like kind of a Utah. Like, I like Utah.
I just love offensive line play. Shout out to my little brothers. That's why I'm so invested in Utah right now. I want to see them win. I want to see their line be able to go against some dogs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, it's hard to count out Texas Tech because they spent more money than everyone. They were number one. So
Morton with 923 yards on the season already.
65 for 89 is incredible.
Yeah.
7
7 touchdowns, no interceptions for Dampier.
That is incredible.
Man, if DJ Lagway could throw for 7 touchdowns and no interceptions, that'd be awesome.
You guys would be 3-0.
Yeah, we probably would be. Probably would be. Let's look at their past games here. Wyoming beat the shit out of UCLA. And I don't know who this CP team is. Let's see. Texas
we
Tech
know
ju-
who the CP team is.
Oh, do we? Cal Poly.
Horn.
Who is what?
CP.
Did you just? These headphones suck, and it registered like way after. That's what Justin's being investigated from the FBI. Fuck you should have been here. Anyway, Oregon State got their ass whooped last week. We already went over that. So, I mean, if we want to make it, I'm gonna go Texas Tech because if they lose this game, that's a big turning point in their season. I think it's a conference game.
Mm-hmm.
If they lose, you got to start thinking, oh, man, what did we spend all this money on? Can we get back in it?
I think it's safe to say one of these teams is going to be in
the championship.
in the Big 12 championship.
Yeah, in the Big 12 championship. I am inclined to agree with you. And I don't mind either one.
Dude. 11 a.m., let's go.
Yeah, but I would like to take Texas Tech with the spread. That way, if it's like a field goal game, you got the win there. So
Okay.
that's it on that one. I don't know if any of you naysayers in the chat have anything to say about that, but I like Texas Tech. Y'all crazy? Buffs are cooked. We said Buffs are cooked.
Yeah, the Buffs are done.
Joey's got
They're dead in the water.
Joey's got the Utes. I mean, I don't blame you for taking them. I don't blame you for taking them at all. That's why
I'm taking the Utes on that one for sure.
That's why we're not locking anything in.
Yeah, definitely not.
Joseph. Arkansas at Memphis. Hey, watch out, Arkansas. Memphis is a good team.
Nah, I'm taking that Arkansas money line.
The money line would be where I would go with it. I don't like the 7.5. I think Memphis is a good team at home. Memphis has a great home atmosphere for a Group of 5 team, and like
they
good
really
stadium.
do.
Yeah, so don't count out Memphis. Maryland.
Oh, they're going to Memphis.
Yeah, they're going to Memphis. Maryland at Wisconsin. And by the way, in my future of college football thing, if some of these Group of 5 teams go to the bigger conferences, Tulane and Memphis are like a couple of my teams that I would absorb into like the South, whatever you want to call it, Southeastern. Like it's in Tennessee. You can play in-state rival Vandy and Tennessee. Tulane can play LSU and whatnot.
Memphis is definitely on their way up. Arkansas showed us they can hang with some big dogs, though.
Mm-hmm.
They almost beat Ole Miss.
Yeah. Yeah. I like their quarterback, and I like Sam Pittman. I'm not like the biggest fan of him. I had a clip we would have played, but we need to roll on through. He basically, it was like a Brian Kelly presser situation. He was basically like, everyone's asking me about that. I don't know what to do. Why don't you tell me what to do?
Have you? Oh man, I just can't get over the classic picture of him with his big, huge man titties.
Yeah,
he's bigger titties than any girl I've ever dated.
He's he was an O lineman, right? He's an O lineman guy, and their O line been playing pretty good after some heavy criticism from last year.
They got that Walmart money, so
hell yeah. Syracuse at Clemson. This minus 17.5.
Syracuse got him, dude. What the hell is that line?
I like Syracuse to cover that.
Yeah.
I'm not locking that in.
I'm not locking it. I might actually put real life money on Syracuse to cover that right now. Right. There's no way Clemson beats them by 18.
Right. All right. Let's go down the list here.
SMU at TCU.
That's a good game.
That's a learner game. We'll learn some things.
Yeah, I'm
taking SMU.
I will take SMU after that heartbreaking loss to Baylor.
Yeah.
Not last week, but the week before.
They should have won that game.
Yep. So they had that. They got to get back right. Week. But I mean, also TCU. The one time I was able to watch them was the North Carolina game, and they looked good. But I also can't tell if that's just a really bad North Carolina team.
Yeah, they did put up like 40-something on Xavier or whatever, and like they can play football. But yeah, I'm excited to see what UNC. I want Bill Belichick to do okay.
Me too. Yeah, I want him to do good too. I
want to see him succeed, and they look like they got their shit together after that first game.
Yeah, I agree. All right, moving on. And if you have any locks, then you can stop me because I got my locks and Justin's locks.
Okay. I'll do them on the fly.
All right.
I'm locking Auburn.
Where's Auburn at?
Auburn, Oklahoma. That's probably the next game we'll want to look at, honestly.
Actually, let's do it like this. Let's save all of the locks towards the end and just give picks.
Okay.
That way we're good. Okay. Oregon State at Oregon.
Not a game.
I mean, yeah. Oregon's
probably going to cover.
So here's my thought process. They didn't cover this week by like a little. And Oregon State has looked atrocious. It's at Oregon. It's not early. 34.5. I give me Oregon to cover.
Mm-hmm. I like that because I think they're pissed after that Northwestern game. Northwestern is a bad football program right now. I think they're pissed. I think they gave up like 22 points to them. It was something like that. Like they let Northwestern
had I think it was 34-14.
Okay.
34-14. Yeah.
But still, that's not what they wanted that game. They wanted to go kick ass.
Joey Two-Gun said Dabo's coming back. SMU is a fraud.
Dabo's done. No, Dabo's done. He's talking about Dabo. What?
I think because we were talking about Syracuse and Clemson.
Oh. No, Dabo's done. Y'all need to start thinking about who the next coach is going to be. I wanted to talk about this. I don't think this is what I think. There's been a paradigm shift in college football. Nick Saban got out at the perfect time, dude. Nick Saban got out right. Dabo probably should have just retired with Nick, kept his legacy. Dabo's
like the Dabos, Nick Sabans, the Mike Gundys who
over.
don't like the transfer portal and stuff like that.
And it's not even a matter of not liking the transfer portal. There's just, I think they can't connect with a Gen Zer the same way they could connect with a millennial or a Gen X. And we're starting to get very people my age playing for them, and I don't think they understand how they need their culture to be, and they obviously don't understand transfer portal. They don't understand paying players. Who have we seen have massive success before this era and now in it?
Right.
I don't think no one, dude. I mean, even like even Lane Kiffin seems to be struggling with this new NIL. Like he's not. Ole Miss has regressed. Like, there's a lot of teams, and there's a lot of teams where it's like, who the hell is this guy? Where they're coaching up a program to be like Vanderbilt or like Houston, Arizona, Texas Tech, Utah.
I would like to say, and this might be a controversial take because last year it didn't go too well for him, but Mike Norvell and the Seminoles, extra use of the portal, they fill their needs mostly with the portal. And you got Castellanos this year, Castellanos from Boston College. He's good. I mean, you had Uyunglele. I think Jordan Travis was a high school recruit. I think he was FSU through and through. But they might have got him from a JUCO. I can't remember. Joey, let me know if y'all got Jordan Travis from JUCO. I can't remember. Several wide receivers. Yeah. Same with Florida. Billy Napier's replenished the wide receiver room. He got Ricky Pearsall. He got Elijah Badger last year, Sturdivant. He's replenished good positions and on the D-line too. So there's some use of it, but as far as connecting with players, I don't know.
And I'm not saying that is the crux of my argument. I think a lot more of it does have to do with NIL and transfer portal, but I just think the world of sports is so different now. And I think Nick Saban is a genius, both in life and football, and I think he saw the writing on the wall. I think he knew there was really no shot at it. I don't think he was old and wanted to go vacation to Italy. He's still working in football every single day of his life right now.
Yeah, he's still doing
it.
True.
I think he knew he was gonna mess his legacy up a little bit. He wasn't gonna be able to get back to the dance.
Jordan Travis came from South Carolina under Willie Taggart.
Boom.
I'm not sure if that's right.
That might be Norvell
under Willie under Willie T.
Willie Taggart's who they had right after
Jimbo. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't think you should fire.
I didn't think he went to South Carolina though, but yeah.
I don't think you should fire Dabo this season. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying more of as a predictive thing. I think all these guys that their name rings in our head. I don't think it means anything anymore.
Understandable. All right. South Florida, I think they're going to get back on the win streak here against South Carolina State. We'll talk about them.
I don't have a line on that.
Yeah, Tennessee, 40.5 against UAB. Yeah, who cares?
I don't even know.
We already went to Oregon. All right, so Florida State, Kent State. We got Joey in the chat, so I'm going to go ahead and give a take on Florida State. They covered. They had a bye week. They got some time to think, rest, and be healthy.
State's arguably the worst D1 football program in the country.
And Florida State could have put up 100 points against whoever they played in week 2. It was absolutely ridiculous that the amount of points they could have put up if they just left everyone in. Tickets as low as $107. So Florida State fans are still
they're going
to this game. They're like, we want to see it.
They're number 7, dude. Last year. Think about it. Think about being an FSU fan in Tallahassee. 2 years ago, you thought you were going to be in the playoffs, and then you get snubbed. Which I'm not saying you were, but if you're an FSU fan, that's what you think. You live in Tallahassee. Last year did suck, but now you're right back in it. We're a playoff team. We're a national championship contender. So I think the hype is probably nuts in Tallahassee right now.
Joey said he was at the game. They played almost 90 players.
That's retarded. That's awesome.
Retarded. So I know we said we're going to save the locks for the end, but here's how we traditionally do the locks. When you're at the game, we'll just go in order unless it's the game of the week, and then we skip it, and then you say this is my lock. So we'll do it like that, just keep it, and we'll recap it at the end.
Okay.
So I have Oregon covering against Oregon State. That's a lock. And then I also got Florida State covering against Kent State as my locks. So 2 locks there. FSU, Oregon. Oh, I need to put that over there. Do you want to lock? You don't want to lock Oregon or FSU in? I'm not trying to tempt you.
Oh, to cover? Nah.
No.
I don't. That Florida State spread is big.
It is big, but they literally almost beat. 100 is it could have been 100-0.
I got some locks coming.
All right, you wanted to talk about this game, so this is a huge.
This should be game day, honestly. Now that I think about it,
This should be game day. And actually, we're not going to talk about this because this is spoiler alert. That might be the game of the week. Might not
Okay.
be the game of the week.
I'm locking Tulane at Ole Miss, buddy. Tulane
Man,
is a fucking
okay.
team. Tulane is
Okay.
13%. Get out of here. What are we doing?
I think it's 11.5. So Ole Miss is favorite 11.5 against Tulane. Now, do you like them to get the win here? Because
Yes.
I kind of like them to get the win.
No,
here.
I'm taking Tulane's locking a win, dude. Tulane's 4-0 after next time I'm sitting in this chair. Tulane's 4-0, buddy.
But you'll take them with the points anyway. So plus 11.5 for Logan.
My thing about Ole Miss and my two little brothers, they're big Ole Miss fans. They were very close with my grandmother who passed, and so they just kind of adopted that when they were little. And so it's a very fun divided house. We got LSU, Ole Miss, and Florida State. But yeah,
That's
I
very
do-
divided.
what?
That's very divided.
Yeah. Well, mom's Florida State, so it's kind of like last year was fun, but last year I genuinely it got to the point where I was like, can y'all win for my mom at least, bro? This
Yeah.
is sad.
Yeah.
But I follow Ole Miss kind of closely, and to be honest with you, I'm not impressed. I thought they were going to be much better this year. I thought they were going to be better this year than they were last year. Austin Simmons, not impressive.
No, yeah,
Not at all.
Not so far. And I want to say he got knocked out of this game or the Arkansas game, but I'm not sure if I'm confusing that with a different one. So the stats might not tell the whole story there on that one.
Well, 4 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, and
Right.
you played your big game was. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't think Kentucky's that great. I don't know how. I don't know.
No, I'm with you here.
And I think
I'm with you here.
Tulane's got a fire in their eyes. Their coach is like. I think that team is dedicated to being the Group of 5 team in the playoffs.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. You talked about USF. We talked about UNLV. This is another one of those teams that we could see hop into the playoffs in that Group of 5
And I
spot.
think they believe in themselves.
Yeah.
And they got a chip on their shoulder too. They weren't snubbed last year, but I think they lost a couple close games that they could have won, and I think that really I don't know. I like Retzlaff. They got who's their running back? They run the ball pretty well, in my opinion. Also, the best
Their quarterback leads in rushing yards. That's kind of crazy.
that is. Oh, I didn't realize 6 rushing touchdowns, dude.
This guy's a beast.
Shout out to Retzlaff.
Jake.
I really didn't know he was throwing it like that.
This is gonna
Or
play.
running it like
This is
that.
probably gonna play some noise. Yeah. So everyone talking about. I guess we missed talking about Tulane Duke game. Everyone was like high on Duke. I think Duke was either favorite. I think they're favorite -3 or maybe
No,
it was
Tulane
+3.
Favored.
Okay,
Tulane was favored,
But-
but still.
but it was like +3, and I'm like, hey guys, what's all this Duke hype going around? I don't understand.
I think some of that might have had to do with the fact that, their quarterback played at Tulane last year, Derek Minsa.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
He's not a bad QB. In my Tulane dynasty, he got up to like a 94 overall by his senior year. I had that dude slinging the rock.
Nice. You're stuck in
uh,
Louisiana for the dynasty.
Yeah.
I like it.
Um,
I do like that pick though. So I think somehow Ole Miss gets the win, but I like the pick.
yeah. I'm spiraling.
No, you're good. You're good. All right, moving on. Michigan at Nebraska. Michigan's ranked 21.
Another lock.
Nebraska's
Nebraska's 4-0 when I sit down in this chair next time. Calling it in.
I like your lock here.
After that speech that I saw last week,
Yeah. I like your lock so much
that you're gonna steal it.
that I am going to steal it. It's going to be my 5th lock. I said to be determined. I saw Justin also lock Nebraska in. So we are all 3 unanimous locking Nebraska in this week, which means if Michigan wins, we have to take a shot. Obviously, we talked about a unanimous shot. But, I mean, I just... It's at Nebraska. Nebraska's had a couple weeks. They've had... Let's go ahead and click on their game here. They played like a nobody last week, and they were able to put up points. And I think Raiola needed to feel what it's like to get in the groove and sling the ball. and he hasn't gotten to do that against Cincinnati. He didn't get to do that against. Let's see, who else did they play? Because it was a close game. It was a close game against Cincinnati. Wasn't really slinging it. Okay, so he's gotten 2 weeks where
to
he's
really air it out.
to where he's been able to get comfortable. 68-0, 59-7. Now, I'm not saying Akron's good. I'm not saying Houston Christian's good, but at least you get to the groove of things. And then let's take a look at Michigan and what they've done. They lost to Oklahoma. Didn't really look that good.
Doesn't look terrible.
They haven't looked terrible. I guess he also got a chance to put up some points. 63-3 is not nothing either against in-state Central Michigan. So maybe I'm wrong. I just got a feeling.
Same here, dude.
I think I just got a feeling.
I just
guys.
like the football team better than I like Michigan's football team. Bryce Underwood, Nebraska's no joke. You know, you go to Nebraska, that's a real football atmosphere.
Yeah.
Bryce Underwood hasn't shown that he's really gonna lead the team into the fire and like do anything.
And you're right. That Matt Rule speech that you're talking about, man.
Matt Rule's got his shit together.
Yeah, that got me fired up.
He's got his team locked in.
He's like, I don't want him putting up any points. Something to the he was like, if you're gonna quit on me, then I'll put someone else in. It was like 33-0 at halftime. And he was like, how are you gonna let him get that close to scoring when we got a shutout? A shutout's precious, So I like Matt Rule a lot.
Dylan Raio's got to chill on the Patrick Mahomes stuff.
He does have to chill on that.
He's got to chill on that, dude, because it's not cool, Dylan.
It's not a good look, man.
It's just not a good look.
It's not a good look. I will say the fan predictor, 50.3% of the fans are with Nebraska.
That's ESPN Analytics.
Yeah. Oh, that's the matchup predictor. So that's not the fans.
No.
Let's see, they switched this up. I thought they
have a fan predictor.
I thought it used to be the fan predictor.
I can look on here and see what people are picking.
Yeah, see in the pick'em.
See what the civilians are picking.
Yeah. By the way, join the if you can find it, just do CFB Extravaganza pick'em on ESPN if you're doing the pick'em.
I'll look at it on my phone.
That's fine. We'll move on. So we all three have locks here on the Michigan Nebraska game. And, hopefully we're right. Hopefully Nebraska makes us some money. None of us have gone 5-0 in locks
None of the
yet.
polls out yet. Fire.
None of us have gone 5-0 yet. We're looking to go 5-0. Notre Dame
we
at
don't pick easy games, though. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Notre Dame at Purdue. Notre Dame's minus 26.5
They're
points.
going to cover.
Yeah, after last week.
After the last 2 weeks, they're going to cover.
Mm-hmm. North Carolina at UCF. Minus 6.5 UCF. Oof.
I like North Carolina.
I like UCF in this game. Give me UCF. I have them to cover. I'm not locking it in though. Ball State, UConn. Let's see. If I skip one of these.
Shout out UConn.
Yeah. Hey, James Madison at Liberty. That's going to be a fun game to watch. Tickets as low as $95. So they're getting hype about this game right here.
Liberty has fans.
Yes, they do. So they got JMU minus 9.5. Because it's a home game, I would take Liberty with the 9.5 points. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun way to spend your Saturday afternoon on like a 5-leg 2:30 p.m. game parlay.
Yeah,
Just like
that's great.
throw in the Liberty dog pick. I like that a lot. Troy at Buffalo, also pretty entertaining. This is a good Maction game right there. Buffalo's favorite.
Toledo coming to beat the shit out of Western Michigan. I like them to cover.
That's right. NC State at Duke, some ACC action. Joey, tell me if I'm wrong, but I got NC State.
I do too. The Duke is favored?
Duke is favored. Joey says Duke is a basketball school.
Okay. Well, NC State kind of is too.
Joey also says USF over Tulane. I like Tulane better than USF. That's just me.
That's a bad take.
It would be nice if
I'm
come
just
after him.
honest. I'm just gonna be honest. I make some pretty terrible takes on here, but that's not.
I wouldn't say it's a bad take. I'd like to see him play a bowl game.
That would be a great bowl game.
I'd like to see him play like a playoff. Some of these teams need a playoff qualifier. If there's
like
a
that.
tiebreaker,
I like that.
play an exhibition playoff qualifier.
Yeah.
See who gets in. That's just me.
I
And then
like that
someone
a
gets
lot.
hurt, and then I have a bad take. Wolfpack back. Yeah, Wolfpack might be back, dude. They kind of scared me against Wake Forest last week. I didn't get to watch much
Yeah.
of it, but Wake Forest, who I thought wasn't that good of a team coming into the game, I was like, Wake Forest might pull this out. And then they didn't. So NC State did a great job of coming back in that one. Northern Illinois at Mississippi State.
Watch out, Mississippi State.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll cover. I don't like Mississippi State very much.
Georgia Tech 23.5. That's a lot of points for a team that likes
Yeah.
to run the ball a whole lot. But Temple got absolutely dog walked by
Demolished.
Oklahoma this last week
At home.
at home in Philly. It was
It's
not
like
good.
66-3 or something.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, we were talking about this at like a tailgate. We were like, you're in Philadelphia. Why don't you like do something? Like
I don't get it.
spend money. I don't know. West Virginia at Kansas. Kansas is minus 13.5 favorite. Yeah, give me Kansas. I don't know for sure, but I would take Kansas to win.
Yeah, I wouldn't take them to cover though. I
No,
don't
maybe
know.
West Virginia's got some wind in their sails
Yeah.
after last week. Because that last week surprised me. We all took
They were
Pitt.
controlling the game too. It wasn't like they came back or anything. Like they were beating them pretty much the whole time.
Yeah, we all took Pitt. We all took Pitt on the pod.
It's
And
probably
so,
because of the dancing guy from week 1.
well, it's because West Virginia lost to Ohio.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think
They
about
lost to
that.
Ohio. We were like, hey, man. You're
Ohio
done.
doesn't look terrible though.
Yeah,
they
they-
they made it almost a. They didn't make it a game with Ohio State,
But they kept it way closer than people
yes,
thought.
Yes.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
was we were walking around the tailgate and everyone was saying the lock for today is Ohio State to cover.
Yeah.
That's what everyone and they barely covered.
Well, the
They
line
really
moved
shouldn't.
down 3 points or 2
Exactly.
points.
Yeah.
So we were like, yeah, we'll buy it down. We had to buy down the line.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't cover.
They actually didn't cover, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But going back to the game, I think Kansas will win this one. I think I would take West Virginia with the points though, but I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Also, Florida International playing good ball. They beat Florida Atlantic in their
That's a big win for
rivalry.
them, dude.
Big win. Minus 5.5.
At Pitbull Stadium, that's crazy.
Darling. Yeah. Give me Florida
Give me
International.
FIU.
Yeah. South Carolina at Missouri is the next big game here. This is Lenore Sellers got concussed. He could be out.
He probably will be with the new concussion protocols.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any way he could come back.
But here you go. Even if he's not, I was still going to take Missouri. I don't really.
I think the South Carolina hype should be over, even with Lenoris.
Yeah.
They're not the 11th best team in the country.
Yeah. And I'm not saying they might not pull their shit together and get better in the later half of the season like they tend to do. Maybe like Florida tends to do.
Right.
So, but right now, with how Missouri's playing, I got to go with what I know. And I think they can cover that, but I'm not locking it in. I do like Missouri to win, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do too. Missouri's been quietly building their program up.
They beat a good Kansas team, and like me and Justin went over that last week, and it's like we thought it was going to be a down year. But Eli Drinkwitz has a program running. He has taken the CEO mentality where instead of like Billy Napier is like, I'm still going to call the offensive play calling. Drinkwitz was like, obviously there's a problem with my offensive play calling. I'm going to find a coordinator, and then I'm going to do all the other stuff and be a CEO. He's done a great job of that. I think that's what we're seeing here is a stable program.
I think they get the win and they could definitely move into the top 20.
Top 20.
Safe to say.
Yeah, we'll see. I like them there. No locks. Marshall at Middle Tennessee State. Marshall's minus 2. And shout out Justin. You did lock in back in week 2. You locked in Marshall against Missouri State, and they did not cover there. I think they actually lost 21-20. Screwed you.
I
So
think Middle Tennessee's. Can I lock?
you
know
can
what?
you can lock it in.
You know what? I'm locking in Middle Tennessee.
Damn, son. Just
They're
because he's
at
not here.
home. Just because you're not here, he's probably not coming back. We know you did it. That's why the FBI is questioning you. No, I'm kidding.
Well, they got plus Middle Tennessee plus 2.5.
Yeah.
Plus 2.5.
I think Middle Tennessee's got it.
So do you have Tulane and Middle Tennessee right now? Is that it?
Dude,
Okay.
that's my locks. And Auburn.
And Auburn?
But we were gonna come back to that game of the week. My bad.
Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, no one heard that. No one heard that in the
Busting
chat.
my load over here.
Yeah, you're good. He just prematurely locked. That's fine.
So
Let me
yes,
get
I'm
back
at
to
2 locks.
these comments. West Virginia, WVU. You think West Virginia is going to win, buddy? Going back, who?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, maybe they might. I don't
If
think
you know enough about those Big 12 teams to really make a pick, you're kind of a simp.
Yeah. Well, Joey, if you sat and watched the game, then we might have something to talk about there. Keep in mind, you can always call in. My phone is sitting here waiting on calls. The call number's right there down below. So feel free to call in whenever you want. All right, moving forward. Boise State at Air Force, Mountain West game of the week, probably. Boise State minus 10.5 favorite.
Cover that.
Yeah,
Honestly.
I hope they do. Okay. This is weird. I'm a Gator fan. Why College Game Day is at the Florida at Miami game is beyond me. So last week they tried to, I think College Game Day tried to go to Miami, and they couldn't because of some contract with Hard Rock.
Oh my god.
And so I think maybe it was negotiated. Well, if Florida beats LSU, then it'll be a big game. If not, we'll still go. I think somehow some negotiations there started.
Capital One Venture X business card.
Ads, come on, man.
Wow, dude.
We're gonna mute that.
The Real Sports app has no ads, by the way.
We will use that next show. I mean, Miami is they are liable to dog walk us, dude. This is it could be really bad. Miami looks great. They are executing.
I think they will dog walk the fuck out of Florida.
Yeah.
At home.
And here's the thing about it. If you think they will, the spread is -3 right now.
What?
The spread is -3. And I hate to bet against my Gators,
No,
but
I'm opening the Hard Rock app right now, guys.
yeah, I'm also locking this in. Justin,
That's a crazy.
Justin's got it locked in, and you got it locked in, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So it's guys. We have not seen anything from Florida besides their defense that would make me think, and besides reaching into last year and saying, "Oh, DJ is going to play like that last year. The team's going to play like that." We haven't seen anything that would make me think otherwise. Other than I think Miami can put up more points than LSU's offense.
Dude, that's what I was gonna say. If you have Miami's offense playing in that game, that LSU game, holy shit, they would have beat the tar out of Florida.
Yeah, I don't. This line is gonna. I think this line's gonna
yeah,
move.
That's why I'm locking it right now.
Yeah. So if you can get it at -3, go ahead and get it at -3. I don't see it getting any smaller than that. I think it's gonna go. I think it could go up
Hard
to
Rock
like
has
10.
-8.5.
Yeah, that's
a little more reasonable, but I might still put 10 on that, dude.
yeah. It might maybe buy it down to 7 or 6.5. Or 6.5. I mean, but at the end of the day, I think the Canes get the win, and that'll be 2 in a row. That'd be 2 in a row against Florida.
Yeah.
In-state
I'm gonna
rival.
come back and think about that. But yeah, if you find a sports book with 3.5, holy moly.
Must be ESPN. That's it.
ESPN bet is a joke.
Yeah. So -3.
Everyone kind of knows ESPN bet's a joke.
Another unanalock. What are we gonna do about it? I mean, I don't see how Florida wins this game. Miami's got very impressive wins.
I don't see
over-
how Florida stays in this game. I don't see how they cover.
Yeah.
Especially if Billy's not going to want to bench Lagway again. I mean, if he throws 3 picks, you got to bench him in this game. Holy crap. But if he doesn't start, I don't know, dude.
I say after he throws 1 pick.
If he does, I say give him a drive and make him. If he doesn't do something amazing, try the other guy.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to bury yourself against Miami.
No. Hard Rock at night too. That's a tough place to play. Tough place to play.
Now with these Florida games, it always does get weird because Florida's a weird state with a lot of hoodlums, and a lot of these guys were on high school teams with and against each other. They've been fighting since they were literally 12.
Yeah.
So
It's a big rival. I mean,
those games get interesting.
there was like a 20-year period where Florida didn't play Miami. After they would play them every year in the 80s, and before then, leading up, it was the bigger rivalry between Florida and
Florida State was basically a girls' school then, yeah.
right, and Then they stopped playing them, and they played again in the 2000 Sugar Bowl, 2001, whatever you want to call it, the brawl in the Bayou, the whole Bourbon Street debacle. And then we've gotten to where we play them like semi-regularly every like 2 or 3 years. I think it should be an every year thing. But that's a tough schedule. If you got 9 SEC games, Florida State and Miami on your schedule every year, that's 11 games where it's like, well, I don't know what you want me to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true. It's hard to get your bye games.
And if I would lock in an SEC rival, I'd probably lock in, besides Georgia. See, unlike LSU, you were like, Florida or LSU has no rivals. Florida has so many rivals.
Same with like Notre Dame and stuff. It's like
It's ridiculous. But this time, it's not much of a rivalry if you keep losing.
Yeah, Florida might have a Florida State year, bro. Not 2-10, but like in terms of demoralizing and just bad all around. Like I don't know.
DJ hasn't improved at all from last year, and Billy is not a great play caller. Give me the shames.
Yeah.
No, I mean.
Yeah, give me the Canes.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, everyone's taking the Canes. I like the shames. That's a good one for the Canes. I mean, DJ has gotten worse from last year. He was good towards the later half of last year. He's gotten bad. Mario is also good at finding ways to lose games, but I think that the O-line is going to be too much for Florida. Yeah, the O-line's good. They're going to have to find a way to get pressure on Beck. If they can't get pressure on Carson Beck, he's going to pick apart Florida's defense, just like they did with the slants this past weekend at LSU. And I think right now Carson Beck's playing better football than Nussmeier.
Mm-hmm. No, Carson Beck is the Heisman right now.
Yeah.
In my opinion, if we had to vote right now, I'd vote Carson Beck. He's best offensive player.
He looks way better than he did at Georgia.
I think
don't know
he's
what
got
it
a
is.
little more freedom, maybe.
Maybe.
Georgia, you're playing in the system, but he seems like he's off the chain in a good way. Like he's free. He's slinging it where he wants.
I agree. All right, we have to rapid fire this because my laptop is getting ready to die.
Oh shit.
Illinois at Indiana. This is potential game of the week on a lot of people's
Yeah, that's probably my game of the week.
spotlights. Who do you like?
I love Indiana. I gave my Indiana speech like week 2 of the podcast. I'm still on them. They were a playoff team last year. They're looking good. There's no reason you can only say they've gotten better than last year. There's really no reason to be out on Indiana right now.
Mm-hmm.
Illinois doesn't look terrible, but I just feel like we've seen more from Indiana.
I think 9 is too high for Illinois.
For sure.
I think it should be something like maybe Indiana 19 and Illinois 18 or 20, something like that.
Yeah.
I think having them that high, it's kind of like, well, we were talking about a preseason and now they've made it this far. I think if you're going off of who they played like Duke and they beat Duke handily.
Like, why would you not have Indiana ranked higher than Illinois coming into the season?
Right.
I don't get that.
And in this game, I like that Indiana's favorite. Give me Illinois with 3.5. I got a feeling that Indiana's going to win this game, but it's a shot game of the week, and we need some controversy on the podcast. I'll be the dissenting opinion. I'll go with the fighting Illini, and I'll root for Brent Bielema. If he can control the game, control the time of possession, run the ball, I think Illinois can get the win.
Is Illinois Big Ten?
Yeah, they're Big Ten.
Okay.
This is a Big Ten game.
Yeah.
This is a Big
I
Ten
think
game.
Indiana knows they need to pick up their Big Ten wins where they can get them. And I forget his name, I'm blanking, but their head coach, I think he gets his team locked in when he needs to. And this is a game that they're going to make. They're at home. It's number 9. Like, this is a very much needed win if they want to make it back to the playoffs again, which I think they could, honestly. The Big Ten seems wide open. I mean, I know Ohio State's really good, but dude.
But they could mess up along the way. That's why I'm like, they could mess up along the way.
Indiana just stays true to what they are, which is just a solid, like, football team. I don't know, man.
I'm sticking with my Oregon and Penn State championship for the Big
best
Ten.
team in the country, by the way.
Yeah. All right. Vanderbilt got Georgia State coming to town. Shout out Magoo, and he's a big Georgia State guy.
Dub there. Apple Bowl. The Apple Bowl.
Yeah.
Washington's gonna beat that ass.
Washington is going to stomp that ass. Washington State, man, you guys, they lost. We were laughing at this. They lost like 63 to 3 against like North Texas or something last week. And me and Justin were laughing at it on the podcast yesterday. Yeah. This is a lock for me. I'm going to lock in Washington.
Yeah, I might go home and make a little parlay with a couple of Washington wins.
I always
don't know
parlay
about
my
the
locks.
spread. Yeah, I don't know about the spread, but Washington wins.
Yeah, Washington definitely wins. I mean, the minus 1,600 money line isn't good. I mean, but look,
It's a good game to throw on your parlay to beef it up.
So unless North Texas is better than Washington, let's just look at the score from last week.
That shit was. Well, I don't know what happened there, dude.
Or let's not. How about we
Nah,
don't look at the
fuck
score
that.
from last week? Okay, there we go. I had to click it again. 59 to 10. It was 59 to 10.
Let North Texas put 59 points on your head at home.
They went to North
Did I
Texas
win?
too.
Okay, my bad. I'm
Yeah.
an idiot. I see the mean green now. But
Also, why are you
regardless-
going to North
regardless,
Texas?
Why are you going to? Because they don't have a freaking conference.
Yeah. Get a conference.
Get in the Mountain West and shut your mouth, Washington State.
John Mateer did the right thing. He was like, I'm fucking leaving y'all asses here. But I locked that one in. Did you lock that one in?
Oh yeah. I thought we couldn't lock anything that was a money line.
No money lines.
Oh, spreads. Lock the spread.
Yeah.
I won't. It's a rivalry. I don't want to lock a 22-point spread on a rivalry.
That's always a good rule of thumb. It's always a good rule of thumb. I agree. Not this year though. Not this year for them.
I mean, it's hard to say.
All right. Baylor, Arizona State.
Baylor.
I like Baylor also.
I want Baylor to cover.
They're also favorite minus 1.5. You want to lock Baylor in?
I'll lock Baylor to cover. I'm at 4 right now.
That gives you 4.
Cool.
Minus 1.5. Baylor. I also had them as like a potential lock. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. I can't remember. Hang on. Talk about it real quick.
No, you're good. I want Baylor locked in at minus 1.5. Also, the over-under is 60.5. That seems a little crazy for what we've seen Baylor games and Arizona State games looking like. Rob's out here throwing papers.
I texted you guys my locks, and I said to be determined on one of them, and the one of them I used was Nebraska. So let me go to this real quick because this is important stuff right here.
You need proof?
Yeah, I
You
need
could
proof.
just say it. I believe you.
I have Miami, which I already said. I have Oregon, FSU, Washington, who I just said, and Nebraska. So I'm locked up. I'm like a little sissy boy. I'm all locked up. All right, let's move on. Let's move
That's
on.
the second time in 48 hours we've talked about cock cages.
Yeah, the first time was Justin. So I was like, I thought I'd bring it up again.
Locked up like a sissy boy. Dude, we're keeping that.
That's so good.
A tag right
That's
there.
so good. Oh man, BYU at East Carolina. Yeah, who cares right now? Go BYU. LSU. Do you guys get the cover here? There's no spread. Never mind.
Yeah, probably not though.
Does
We're probably
Texas-
we're probably gonna score 20 points on Southeastern.
Does Texas get the cover against Sam Houston?
No way.
I don't think
41 and
so.
a half? Sam Houston's not what they were 2 years ago. Everyone still thinks Sam Houston is an FCS school. Texas, Arch Manning, like I've already been over it. They're not beating them 42-0 or 50 to 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like no, I don't. Not happening. Arch ain't putting up 50 on nobody this year, dude.
I almost want to change my pick from Nebraska to Baylor. I might change my lock from Nebraska to Baylor.
That's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. You mentioned this earlier. You said Wyoming's coming to Colorado to win.
Yeah, I like Wyoming. Lost to a good team last week. Forget who, but I just remember thinking like, oh, bummer. But
Do they cover or do they win here? I'm not sure either, but
why Colorado's favored?
yeah, minus 12.5.
I think they win. I won't lock it just because I got another game I want to, but
Yeah, I hear you. Give me Colorado to win because they got we just went over the schedule. They gotta win. If they don't,
True.
it's going downhill. It's going downhill
But
fast.
does that even matter? Is Dion the kind of guy that can rally the troops for that? We haven't seen him rally for a game.
That's
We've
true.
seen him bring in players.
I think his players will play for him. I think they'll play for him.
Well, have you seen how many people transfer out every year? It's a lot.
Yeah.
About as many, and it's not. I don't know. I don't know about the culture there.
We'll see. All right, moving on. Cal at San Diego State in-state rivalry. Go
I
Cal.
don't even know.
Michigan State at USC.
That could end up being a good game. I don't think I think what's his name? What's their head coach's name? I forgot. He's been irrelevant. for
Lincoln
so long.
Riley.
Lincoln Riley's done.
He's being quiet. He's being quiet.
He's dead in the water.
Look at these scores, though. They're putting up punts. And he got himself a defensive coordinator. So 73-13, 59-20 against Georgia Southern. Damn. 33-17. Yeah, this is your second Big Ten game. They didn't cover against Purdue.
Purdue's awful, dude.
They didn't
And
cover
gave you
against
17
Purdue.
points. Georgia Southern gave you 20.
Yeah, so maybe go with Michigan State. I'm staying away from this line. 5, sure. All right, that brings us to the game of the week. Well, yeah, we know.
We're riding the lightning, baby.
Yeah. The game of the week is Auburn going to Norman, Oklahoma, baby. 2:30. Don't care what College Game Day says. This should be the game of the week.
Yeah, it's sad, man. That's definitely. I didn't know about the Hard Rock stuff. That's definitely a money thing.
And that's just a guess by me, but
no,
yeah,
I believe it because
Yeah.
it makes no sense.
no sense whatsoever. This is tough. They're both playing good football. Jackson Arnold coming back into Norman for the first time since he's been a Sooner. Man, I got Oklahoma's playing lights out, man.
They are.
Auburn's playing good football too.
What am I thinking? I don't even like. I don't know.
Give me Oklahoma to cover the -6.5 or at home, and this is kind of a flag planting game for Oklahoma. I think.
I think so too. I wasn't big on either of these teams. They've both shown that they're better than what I thought. I think Oklahoma is far better though than yeah. Now that I think about this, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard. Both teams look good, and I'm not gonna take anything away from Auburn.
True,
and
Oklahoma just looks better.
yeah, they just look better right now. They have a better win over Michigan.
They're playing what you'd hope they would be preseason if you're an Oklahoma fan.
Yeah,
You know?
I think they look more like they look like a more balanced team than Auburn does right now. They can throw the ball, they can run the ball, and the defense is good. Give me Oklahoma to cover. What say you, chat? Oklahoma all the way by more than 10. Okay, I'm glad you guys are on the Oklahoma boat with us. So, I mean, I think Auburn is something to be worried about if you got to play them this year. So is Oklahoma. That LSU Oklahoma game still looking crazy good.
Yeah, dude.
In the end of it,
I think LSU Texas A&M game is gonna be exciting too.
hell yeah, me too. All right, guys, that wraps us up for week 4. Great podcast. Thanks, Logan. You got anything to plug?
I think
Oh, nice save there. Nice save, buddy. So, beating them?
all the way. They go to town. They beat them. Lock it in.
All right.
Lock it in.
We got beating Colorado. You heard it here. All right, guys. Check us out next week. Logan's rage baiting people on his
Yeah, it's very
Instagram.
funny.
Justin will be back next week. Give us some comments. Share the video with your college football friends. Joey says shout out to Logan's mom. I don't know what that's about. He doesn't. I don't know why. People talk
Who's
trash.
Joey?
He's an FSU fan.
Oh, okay. I thought you might have known my family or something.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, I don't know. He might somehow. I don't know.
There's a good chance.
If you like moonshine.
Yeah, go Knowles, baby.
Yeah. All right. See you guys next week. Our Vincent Comedy at College Football Extravaganza at Real Swamp.
We need more super chats to bail Justin out too.
Yeah, we do. He's going to need a lot of super chats.
A lot.